So I just got done recording this week's episode of Thrive with Kari, and I came on here because I have some amazing news that I need to share with you all. I will not be on long. I'm trying out this new vertical format for going live as well. So, guess what happened? I've been talking forever. That's my throat is a little dry. But guess what happened? Within 30 days of launching this podcast, we are now ranking. We are ranking in Jamaica on Apple Podcast. What's going on? This is like the second time I'm coughing when I come live. But yeah, excuse me about that. Second time we are ranking on Apple Podcasts. So this is a huge deal. Like, can I tell you? Can I tell you? Within 30 days. And I just have to give God thanks for the increase that He's bringing. And I want to thank you for joining me on this journey, for you coming on board. Had it not been for your support, we are ranking already within 30 days on Apple Podcasts. How amazing in that is that? So we are ranking number 74, I think, overall, and then we're 15 in education and number 3 in personal development. This is amazing. 30-day rankings, the first 30-day rankings on Apple Podcasts. This could not have been done. Thank you, Mac Property Group out of Texas Real Estate. Thank you for your support. Yes, this is so huge. The nails are ranking too. Thank you. Yeah. So they're a little bit longer than I usually have them, but I decided that I would go and I did them first for my ordination. I felt like it was some sort of a wedding of sorts, and I just kept them, and I didn't shorten them, but they have to be shortened in the next session because it's just wool. But I'm just so grateful that we are already ranking 30 days in. And this is, can I give you a confession? This is a solopreneur journey. Like literally, we are producing this whole thing on our own. We writing, producing, editing, filming, everything on our own. Makeup, wardrobe, everything on our own. Hair, styling, everything on our own. So this has been a labor of faith. And we were told I was waiting to get sponsors this season because I was on radio the first season and I felt led to relaunch as a podcast, a video podcast. It was actually always supposed to have been a podcast, but I just didn't get around to doing it because I had to do a lot of editing to turn it into a podcast from a radio show for the first season. And so I never actually did get off putting it on podcast the first season, but the second season we were definitely going to come on as a video podcast, but also on television. And I just launched in faith. I also have one more announcement to make before I leave, and since you're here, we're gonna do it live here together. But I was told I was waiting for sponsors this round. I was waiting to be able to get some corporate partnerships to really help to bear the burden of production, because production is very expensive. And I come from a production background. I know how I want the thing to look. I know how I want it to be like. And I really want to be able to bring value to you guys who are taking time to participate in anything that I produce. And I actually did get a partnership. I had a signed partnership last year for quite a bit of funding, over $150,000 worth of funding. But it just did not go because it was just not God's will. It was not, at the end of the day, I believe that God saved me from it because it was not going to be a contract that would have been beneficial for me long term. And so I got saved by that one. And I have been trying to get corporate sponsors, and I was waiting because I know what it's like to just go take on this responsibility of a weekly production as a single production house without corporate sponsors. And so I was just waiting to get it on board. And then, out of obedience, I launched. But there's a difference this time and the last. I'm launching, not thinking that I'm the one that's, or my company is the one that's footing the entire bill, but I've launched under the premise that I'm operating in the will of God, and so it's His will. So He's funding me, whoever way He's doing it, and He's going to. He's given me the seed. I plant it, I water it. He gives the increase, however the increase comes. And so I launched in faith. I stepped out in faith. It was very, very, very scary, and I got some interesting feedback. And it's just been one just stepping out. I didn't think I was gonna do so many one to cam episodes. I've done this. I just completed filming the seventh episode, and all of them have been one to cam. I do intend to do a lot of interviews, but I've just been operating based on how I've been led, and how I've been led is to talk about certain topics, certain conversations that are important, heartfelt conversations that need to be had. And I find that it has been bringing a lot of upliftment to people, and I'm grateful for that. So I will just do as I am led, and I plan to in the future increase the amount of episodes and the frequency from once a week to perhaps to twice a week, even more, as we get partners to come on board to help the production, because again, doing video is very, very expensive. And by the way, speaking of video, if you need video production for real estate, and if you're related to real estate, no matter where you are across the state, especially in Texas, but beyond Texas as well, you need to go to Mac Property Group. They are a one-stop shop, not only to buy real estate or rent real estate for commercial as well as residential, but they're also really brilliant at marketing real estate. And so if you're trying to get a property sold, or you are operating in a capacity that's related to real estate, whether you are a real estate agent yourself, or perhaps a contractor or plumber or whatever person who supports the real estate industry, I would suggest you contact them. And that was not a paid announcement, but this is what we do. We support each other. So, yeah, I have a huge announcement to make. So I told you that we were supposed to have been a podcast for a while. I know we are a podcast, a video podcast, but we are also gonna be on TV. We are gonna be on TV. Thank you for the hearts. More hearts, please. We're gonna be on TV. Thrive with Kari is gonna be on TV, and we're starting off on TV in Aruba. And we're gonna see where this expansion goes. We plan to go right across the globe, because we have a passion to use knowledge and information to help our people grow, because my people perish for lack of knowledge, but through knowledge the just are delivered. So I believe that a lot of upliftment comes when people simply have been armed with the right information, the right knowledge, the right understanding to take things and run with it. You can't do what you don't know, right? So the whole aim is to bring learning in a way that people can be able to understand fully, and to just take it and run with it and really use it to change your life, to change your family life, to shift you out of dry seasons, dead seasons, into thriving seasons, to shift your communities, to shift your countries and nations. Yes, yes. One seed bearing fruit to many. So this is the mission of Thrive, and we are not only now ranking on Apple Podcasts within our first 30 days, but we have been given an offer to come on to start being shown on TV in Aruba. So we're going to start off in television in April. We've got a lot of things to cover, and we're going to be on weekly. Mac Property Group says, I cannot keep up with you. Everything that happened has brought you where you needed to be. Can't wait. Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much. Exactly. Exactly. All of it has worked together for our good. In fact, can I give you a sneak peek of what the topic is for this weekend that we're going to put out on Thrive Together? Today it is how to thrive in desert spaces. and places, how to thrive in desert places. That's gonna be the topic for this weekend's episode of Thrive with Kari. Now I am running behind schedule because I had back to back guests in Aruba. First, I had my friend Olfat, who's Lebanese, who came with her son to Aruba, and they spent last week, and then right after she left on Monday, and on Tuesday my cousin came. My cousin, she is on Instagram as My Travel Stamps, and she has the travel blog mytravelstamps.com. So she's also here. So we're just having a ball, and we've been having such a good time that it has made my schedule a lot more hectic, but in a very wonderful way. It really has been lovely to have had persons visit in person. And as you know, my son and I actually live in this foreign country by ourselves, and we have been given family. God puts the lonely in family, so I'm grateful to have had visitors. So who's coming next? I want to know who's coming next. So this has been an incredible journey. We're gonna to cap off each season at 10 episodes. So I think what I will continue to do, what I've been led to do so far, is to continue the one on cam for the 10 episodes of the second season, and for the third season we'll start back with interviews, because interviews was a format for the first season. I think all but one episode where they were all interviews, but we want to also bring some more features, some packages. So we need partners. So if you want to partner with us, you can do so. You can definitely partner with us. You can partner as an individual, you can partner as a business. We are looking to link arms with others. We have to create more positive news, more positive content where people can actually thrive. So this has been amazing. Number 74 all round, number 15 in education, and number 3 on Apple Podcasts, ranking in Jamaica within 30 days, the first 30 days. This time, and I want to speak to you that if you're doing something and it didn't work before, you're doing, and it didn't work before, it's going to work this time. It's going to work this time. Don't stop. Don't give up. If you know that God has put a fire down deep in your belly to do something, it's gonna work this time. Continue to step out in belief. Continue to move forward. Continue to step. You see, Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness. He had no idea how he was going to get where he was being led to, but all he knew is that God said go, and so he stepped out. And I've heard Miles Monroe say that if God told us the process through which we would get to the end, we would run away. If we knew that the process would be as daunting as it may appear to be, when we actually start to walk it out, then we would just run. He just has to tell us what the thing is. The thing is, the glory is coming. The thing is, this promise. This is a promise. And so we hold on to that promise, but we have no idea what will take us to get to there. But we will get there. And once we get there, oh my goodness, the process is part of it. Again, you have to watch the episode coming up this weekend. Again, I'm running a little bit late, so forgive me for that, because I've been having a lot of fun, enjoying very rare company, and I just had to make space for that. And I hope that you will have space to forgive me for being a little bit late in this week's upload episode, but it's going to be worth the wait. I'm going to jump off shortly so that I can continue editing and get it up today. I am just so grateful for everything that God is doing, and I give him all the glory, because small beginnings, don't you despise small beginnings, because listen, he will perfect that which concerns you. So any questions anywhere? Yeah, Mac Property says thank you for the shout out. For all those others who have been listening as well, thank you. Thank you for watching. You can download Thrive with Kari on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Pandora, on Amazon Music, on iHeartRadio, everywhere that podcasts maybe download it. We are there. And you can also watch the video version right here on YouTube because we are large and in charge. We are everywhere. And who knows? Soon we'll be on your local station. We're starting off in Aruba, one at a time, and we are grateful. Oh, I'm so happy that you were blessed just in this little short. Keep on going. God is faithful. Keep on going. This is the year for the testimony. I have the prophetic word for this year. I finally released it. I did a video that on the prophetic word for 2024. I implore you, please watch that video in full. Watch it in full and don't only watch it one time, watch it repeatedly, watch it from time to time, because you're gonna faith comes by hearing, and when you hear the word of God over and over and over, it will cause things to arise out of you and up out of you and to bubble up out of you, so that we can manifest that which has been spoken. God is good, God is faithful. Hold on no matter what. And yes, I'm still waiting for the testimony. This is not it yet, but I'm excited because he is working and I'm working. He's adding increase to whatever I'm putting in. And so that is a wonderful thing about this. And I tell you that I'm going to make it. One day I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it so big. But I'm telling you from now that when I make it big, I want you to know who and how I made it. Not by man, not by my, not even by my own power, not by my own styling, not by my own intelligence, not by my own strategies, but by the power and the grace of God. Make me tell you from now, say, God, I gotta do it. God is going to make my name great, not me. God is going to make my name great. And I'm telling you from now, so I not rich and switch. And he will make your name great as well if you are willing to give him the glory. Many people actually got put in places, and when you reach there, you're like, oh, it was all me. It was all me. Nay, nay, boo. I know how much I have worked consistently over a decade. I've been in this industry for 25 years, right? And if it takes me 25 years to get where I am, then I don't have to compete and compare with anybody else. Why? Because my story is different. My journey is different. My conditions are different. So all I know is that he will perfect that which concerns me, just as how he will perfect that which concerns you. If we are willing, he is able. If we are willing, he is able. He is able. We are ranking within 30 days on Apple Podcasts. 30 days in Jamaica. I'm not even live in Jamaica. I'm live in Aruba right now. I'm Jamaican, yes I am, but I am ranking in my country of origin. And you know, the Bible says that the prophet is without honor in his hometown, but I am being given honor in my hometown. Thank you for those of you in Jamaica who are downloading on Apple Podcasts. Thank you for allowing me to rank so quickly within 30 days. Number 3 on personal development, number 50 on education, and I think number 74 overall. And thank you for those of you who are helping me, who are downloading. I have downloaders on from the US, UK, Aruba, Jamaica, Spain. We see you all. Thank you. Share. Allow me to build. Allow me to grow. Each one reaches one. Listen. This is our time. This is our season. Our voices must be heard. Or people must be delivered from all the things that were entrapping and ensnaring us. A few time now. A few time now. Me say a few time now. A long time with about a few time now. A few time now. The Jamaican come out big, 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 big today. Me say a few time now. That means it's our time now. It is our time now. Do not take anything less than which God has already declared for you. A few time now. It is our time to take hold of that which was already given to us before the foundations of the earth. He says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give, to prosper you, and to give you a good life." Eh? Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Hello? 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 Yeah, I feel with time. So, Thrive with Kari, available on Apple Podcasts, available on Spotify, available on Amazon Music, available on Pandora, available on iHeartRadio, available wherever podcasts may be downloaded. We are there. Available on YouTube on video, and soon to be available on TV in Aruba. I thank you. Please share. Please share the podcast. Please send your people them. Is enough things I talk about that people need to hear. I talk about the things that nobody wants to talk about, share the things that nobody wants to talk about, but we need to hear. And that is what is making a difference, because I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I'm staying in my own lane, doing that which I have inside me, sharing my experience and sharing the experiences that I have not only lived through, but I've seen others live through. And let me tell you, it is possible to thrive even in desert spaces. You don't have to wait for good times to come for you to thrive. Listen, stay tuned, turn on your notification. If you have not yet started subscribing to me and turning all your notifications on, do that, because we're going to put out this week's episode of Thrive with Kari called Thrive in the Midst, How to Thrive in the Midst of Desert Places. But until then, I want you to go and watch my prophetic word for 2024 and watch it a few times. See you, and share that as well with others. Spread the word, because I feel with time now. Much love and blessings. May God go edit before it get too late. Blow. Thank you so much for watching with me. Bye-bye. Love you.